not so important game for TFT because they are already through, and a not so much important game for ROOONS as well because they are technically out. What can happen is that I believe... No, actually, they're confirmed first place on the side of TFT because they won against Complexity and J Storm. So there is not a whole lot on the line here. So I hope that we're gonna have a great time, get some crazy picks, maybe get a techies or two, maybe get a pudge, and just have a lot of fun
mid.
here. All mid.
All
Let's
random,
go.
all mid.
I mean, I'm down. Give me that. Actually, you know, it's most likely gonna be glorified scrim.
I mean, I think that's what I would probably lean towards ultimately. Like, it's still another opportunity for you to like practice your craft, right?
Yeah, especially for both of these teams, there is important DPC events coming up. So if anything, it shouldn't be treated as a complete joke or anything. Yeah, both of these teams are going to the DreamHack Minor, I believe, if I'm not completely off here.
Radiant team pick.
Well, the bans are pretty on par with what we've been seeing thus far, and Final Tribe will just go ahead and open up with Winter Wyvern. I'd have to assume, like, especially, obviously, like, it's a different story for ROOONS, but for the Final Tribe, even though they've secured their position, this is a team that you can tell they're hungry, and they're going to come out and they're just going to try to take all the wins they can possibly get.
Yeah, and you know they got kind of close to winning some of the matches, so there is definitely a lot of potential there. They look pretty nice in the obviously in the DreamHack qualifiers, otherwise they wouldn't have qualified. But it's really interesting because ROOONS is one of those teams you wouldn't really necessarily say yeah they're like the top of the crop in NA, but they have really notable names and they have a lot of individual experience and skill. And you know, for example, Juba and Boris. They're one of these guys who've been around for a long time. You know, going back to like years of NA Dota, and obviously BSJ is freaking BSJ, and everyone else is. I mean, these are like NA Dota staples. Oh come on, don't do that. There's gonna be very angry people in chat.
I was just trying to fire up chat a little bit, but gosh, I mean, I see more Russian than BSJ fanboys here, and I'm just a little disoriented.
Yeah, I'm not sure what's happening with the Russian in chat, but you know, I'll take it. I'll take it because you know the actual Moscow Cup, where a bunch of Russians were watching, and it was a great time. So yeah, full divide for a game that really doesn't count. Let's do it. Exactly.
Well, we do have a Wraith King this game coming out. Final Tribe picking up Wraith King along with the Winter Wyvern. Obviously, we don't know what lanes are going to be at all yet, but that is a strong lane in and of itself right there.
Yeah, I mean, Wraith King in a lane is quite something. Having a stun as a carry, having a crit. Yeah, you have sustain as well. Not too shabby, not too shabby at all. And you can see the teams are not really, you know, taking too much time up here, which I definitely enjoy.
Yeah, these guys are going to go ahead and burn on through the bans here. Undying, banned out by the Final Tribe. ROOONS will go ahead and take this ban, and then we'll get into our next round of picks here. Bane, Tiny, we've seen... feels like we've had a Bane and Tiny in every single game we've watched today.
10 seconds
yeah, certainly. At least one or the other. Bane often even banned out, right? I mean, so... Especially with the way that ROOONS played him. I think ROOONS played it Tiny, or they played against him. It's one of the two. Well, we'll see how this works. I think we had Annihilate taken.
He played the Lycan. He got an Annihilated.
Right. Oh no, yeah, that was so rough.
No,
don't remind me. Even you know.
No, I reminded everybody.
It feels really bad,
dude. I didn't obviously not even playing that game, and I'd like to forget about it as well. So it was that rough of a game.
Yeah, it just felt really off. Obviously, you kind of feel for him, right? That was not a lot he could do.
No, it sucks. It sucks too when you're not able to even pick up Lycan that often, and so you're like, when you do pick it, you're really hoping you have a good game, and just to get pummeled, it feels super bad, man.
Yeah, and then having a brute in your team, and you're like, wow, we're gonna take all the towers by like 8 minutes. Oh wait, we also got handled by the Timbersaw. Alright, GG. So now
we level 5 at like 13 minutes into the game.
But hey, you know, there's always options. Always options to redeem yourself for the next game. Now, not in this tournament because they're out, but still, you know, gonna have more. All right, let's check out the Spain Mirana Tiny. This is a lot of pickup potential. Wow. All right.
Enigma will come out the other way by the Final Tribe. Strong laning potential from both sides. Thus far, you do have 2 cancels, 1 solid cancel from ROOONS onto this black hole. But also a lot of setup. You could have like obviously like a good Winter's Curse into black hole.
Yeah, there is.
Be pretty tasty.
I'm personally always not too much of a fan about Winter's Curse into black hole because it doesn't only give you more time, it also gives the enemy a lot more time. But
True.
you know, you have a long range Mirana to interrupt it. Not obviously not safe or anything, but there is certainly going to be some sort of BKB on the table here for the Enigma. What do you play around this though? I feel like you're still looking for something that really takes advantage of everyone being clumped together. Right now, the Wraith King is obviously not a Battle Fury builder or anything, so he can walk in, but that's about it.
He can also be used to kind of bait people in, like let a couple people collapse onto him, and then they'll go ahead and follow up with these other like AoE abilities.
Yeah, maybe that. Shrek. Okay, that's not the side I anticipated the AoE on, but you know, I'll take it, sure.
Gonna come out. I mean, you were talking about it before with the Bane, like you have that easy setup for Split Earths.
Yeah.
And it's another way to just cancel off a black hole as well. And
also he lanes really well against the Enigma, right? So Lightning Storm +1 is very easy to just, you know, give those Eidolons one more hit and then they're gone. And honestly, Eidolons give a ton of bounty gold nowadays. So you gotta be really careful if you're Enigma how you lane this. There is Avalanche, obviously, there's Starstorm, there's the Leshrac. You know, there's no obvious lane where the Enigma can just like waltz over someone.
ROOONS. Down and out, but still fighting, putting together a draft that actually has some potential here. Final Tribe will go ahead and think about this 4th pick. They look to build into this. There's not a lot of like frontline potential right now for the side of ROOONS.
Oh, I like this. We saw TA, interesting enough, ban out a lot today.
Yeah. Like, we saw, like, first phase TA ban. That was in the game against ROOONS. Or ROOONS banned it out in the first phase. Whoa.
Alright, so now we have our splash damage for the black hole. We have a combo, we have a strong lane, we have 2 strong laners in fact, or even 3 you could say. Maybe Wraith King not quite as much against these, you know, this very range focused lineup, but okay, you know, it's coming together for the Final Tribe. They this is a pretty comfortable draft, I would say.
How do they play this Wraith King? What position is he playing?
I think you kind of have to core him right now.
What it feels like.
I mean, what's he gonna do if he doesn't get farm? He just walks around the Leshrac and he just gets blown up by some AoE splash damage.
Like, yeah, you have to like hope that you can set up some kills in lane, and then you transition into the jungle for a few minutes to get like a blink dagger kind of deal.
That sounds about right. See,
what this?
I just want to see some run at DotA, honestly. Wraith King Enigma TA, just go blinking people and just kill them. Let's go.
Go.
Or die yourself. I mean, whatever.
Centaur banned out by ROOONS. That actually would have had some juicy synergy. And Terrorblade the ban by the Final Tribe as they look to grab their last picker.
Yeah, Centaur Enigma is really fun. Sometimes you're like, oh, you're not gonna get us, Enigma. We're out of range, and then he just runs at you. You know, he mounts his Bugatti and just overdrives you. It's so awkward. This is so great.
Now they need a Darkseer just for the speeds. Just so you can have the zooms. Oh, dude, just get the Darkseer anyway, just for the combos. Naga Siren?
What's happening?
She's still a hero?
Oh my god.
And Huskar comes out as the last pick for ROOONS. So here we go, and as these guys start to go ahead and choose their heroes, we'll see how this is gonna play out.
Yeah. You know, I would say TFT have an edge, but what on earth is this Naga? Like, what's happening? What's the idea? Are we suddenly seeing a core Naga? I don't think so, right?
I don't know. I don't. Okay, they're just going for the combos here. Like it's just like they're gonna be like, all right, you see 3 or more people clumped up, you song, no matter what. You song, we combo.
10 seconds remaining.
That's a neat Enigma set.
Yeah. Dude, this
5
set is so
seconds
sick.
remaining.
I mean, all of the sets are pretty hype.
BSJ Huskard? Let's go!
Oh, yeah,
All right. Wow, the universe has given it to us.
Do I just lock the camera on him and we just roll with it? I mean, come on.
I didn't know that it was an option to not stay focused on him.
Right.
But now that you put it that way, I guess we can kind of have to.
I mean, you know, it's one of those new layer features we're working on, the BSJ camera view. Well,
it's just like a picture-in-picture that follows BSJ around wherever he goes.
Okay, give me 1 second. I have to fix the in-game overlay. Actually, I didn't fix it in the draft.
Classic.
I'm sure we're good. We're good. I'm just gonna. Where's BSJ? There you go. Follow him. There you go. Easy peasy. See, no problem. We got it. Hashtag production value.
Wow.
I told you.
Next level production values here.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, chat wants it. We got some BSJ cam pleases.
I mean, they're getting it right now.
We might get the pitchforks out if there's not just a BSJ cam.
Well, luckily for us, there is. Can you imagine how much how much people would hate if we actually stay on one guy all game? Oh my god, that'd be so fantastic.
Honestly, I don't know. If you want a Reddit thread,
I'm good on threads actually. You know.
Yeah, you good on that right now?
I made it to 1 tier. I'm just gonna be like, you know, I'm just gonna keep it easy here. Okay.
Well, we'll go ahead and have a little gentleman's pause to start this one off. I've got a hot tip over here. Crystal Maiden and Lena are sisters.
Wow.
Yep.
I am shocked to hear that.
Well, what are you gonna do, you know?
Yeah.
One of those facts you have to live with.
Yeah. All right then. All right, chat. Give us the best Dota trivia you guys got. Let's see what these guys come up to. And I swear to God, if it's just rehashed bullshit from Slag's Lorgasm, you're gonna get banned pronto. No question about that. But we'll see what people come up with. Lena greatest
Dude,
CM.
someone thinks Lena's greater than CM. Thundergun.
Actually, I really dislike CM. This whole like, oh, I have a dog Arcana. It's like, dude, puppies are nice, but why the fuck, honestly, do you have to put it into absolutely everything? Like, come on. Alright, I made people very angry right now.
I'm like, dude, hold me back. Hold me back right now. By the Wolves of Ice Rack.
Oh, Jesus Christ, get out of here. Dude, check out BSJ's set. What does he have over his shoulder? Like,
it's a dead
like,
dragon.
It's a very small dragon, isn't it?
Oh, that's a dead dragon. Well, it's only got like he took the head and like 1 wing. That's what he did.
Yeah, it kills me because of the symmetry, you know.
Wonderful.
Oh,
it does.
It's a very small dragon, honestly.
Poor Wyvern though. It looks like it could be like Wyvern's child or something like that. Maybe Wyvern's younger brother.
I mean the wing doesn't. The wing is. Let me see. Okay, so this is the wing. Let's check out Wyvern's wings.
You're gonna get cinematic on us right now,
dude.
This is like Wyvern's brethren.
No, it's 100%. Not. Like the wings are completely different. There is no bones in the wings on Wyvern.
You just got to get up close.
Oh, wait.
Annihilate getting up close right now. Can he toss 3 people? I don't think he can. First blood, Chessie, happy to take that one.
First blood. There's nothing more
I'm just saying, it's no Wyvern.
What?
It's no Wyvern, no way. It has.
It's no Wyvern, no way. JJ over here talking about the bone structure. And you know, maybe
you know, this is some important stuff here, guys. Come on, like let's be reasonable for a second.
Let's, you know, honestly, let's use logic for a moment.
We need to stay focused in this game that really means so much to these teams, okay? See? Monkey's knows.
Monkeys, he gets it.
He does.
Alright, so Monkeys on the Mirana here. I'm happy to see him on this hero. I think he plays a pretty good bottom, and Hopefully he can have a nice game. Monkey's one of the nicer guys. I definitely like this guy a lot.
Oh yeah, he's always fun to hang out with. Boris was trying to go for a career snipe. Yeah, that was ambitious. Walks into 2 people actually, so we're gonna wait. What, a jungling Enigma? Aha.
Is he? Maybe just jungle a level or 2. And
I think it was just
out.
denying, but you never know. I was trying to hype him up. I'm like, all right, we're gonna, you know, some old school stuff here, and yeah, no, definitely not.
Yeah, they're just giving Hanskin a free level 2 up here in the lane. I say that, but he's stunned up in the trees. This is a rough place to be. He's gonna have to juke around, dodge, dive, duck. He's wasting a lot of time.
He is, surprisingly. Like, it's ring around the rock.
Oh! Oh, and the arrow
Wow.
misses. Come on, monkeys.
Oh, this is fantastic.
Riptide from max range will not connect, unfortunately. But looking over to mid, BSJ, 7 last hits to the 6 of Chessie. BSJ doing his thing here. This is a matchup that should eventually, as levels come through, favor BSJ. TA will drop into the jungle and then look to kind of pop out and find kills as appropriate.
Well, I guess it's happening earlier than anyone of us thought. Trying to stack already. Wow. I mean, it's such a rough matchup against the Huskar.
Yeah, not nice.
No.
Chessie able to get himself a stack. If you're going to move back, you want to get at least 1 stack, so this is nice and efficient for him.
Yeah, it's not bad, it's just... he's gonna fall behind quite a bit here. Not much he can do though, he cannot stay in this lane. Meanwhile bottom, maybe it feels like there's a lot of kill potential here, but not really when the Bane is level 1.
Yeah, also, like, I mean, Frost and Eric could make a move onto I Annihilate even, but even being level 1, Jubei moving around the backside there, it kind of thwarts any aggression coming out of them as well.
Yeah, for sure. Meanwhile, the Huskar with his dragon on his shoulder. Facing against a Naga Siren all of a sudden. So this is I kind of like it actually, because you have to have someone there to soak the experience. It just yeah, he has a completely free lane. So this is gonna be one of the fastest armors you can get. He has it queued up already. Standard stuff, no question about that. 19 for 10. Yeah, that is what you call a free game.
Only BSJ could make it happen.
Only him.
Only VSJ. Nothing to do with the Huskar here, guys. Nope. Nothing to look at. 12 denies. What a player. 3.5 minutes in. More denies than I've had in the last 2 months.
A free lane. It's so hard. Like, he is doing so well. No, seriously though. Like, this is obviously a matchup he has to win. He does, no question about that. Played everything exactly like he should, and it's all about the mid game timings for him.
And Hanskin, in the meantime, all he can do is hope occasionally he gets a last hit, get some experience. Boris finding the kill up in top. Nice job there between Monkeys and Boris. Bound to happen in that 2 versus 1 when the lane's shoved out.
Oh yeah, eventually someone is gonna die there.
Hanskin though, like all he's got to do is just get a little bit of experience. Hope that like not literally everything's denied, and that'll be a win for him.
Yeah, the issue is that BSJ is so far ahead that he's gonna be closing on his level 6 pretty soon, and like really, you're a Naga Siren level 2, you have it in snare. This Huskar leaps on you, you ensnare him, and by the time that you try to walk out of distance, you're already dead. So, yeah, he can't really go back nowadays. There's just no way. So this lane is completely open. And there's not a lot that they can do about this right now. It doesn't feel like there is a lot of rotations that you can do.
Yeah, because like when the Huskar gets this far ahead, you have to, like we kind of mentioned before, you'll move in at minimum 2, probably 3 heroes, and you kind of just burst them down all at once. Question is, what are those, like you're gonna have to move the Wraith King for that plus the TA? Or like if you take a Wyvern with nice positioning plus the TA and the Naga, you probably get that kill.
Wow, that was so close.
Boris getting chased, finds the stun and the bounty rune. What a player.
What a player. BSJ says mouse. If only they would have an HyperX mouse like you guys in chat now have, at least one of you guys.
Yup.
Yeah, you know, life is rough if you don't have an HyperX mouse. Okay, so Boris narrowly escaping death there. He was extremely low. Wait, he's fine, right? Yeah. And he gets the rune. Wow.
Nice play. Monkeys will be just fine in the meantime. Level 4 up in this lane really shouldn't be getting caught at all. And now they're going to need to juggle someone back into mid, and it's going to be Era who moves over here. But Jube actually making the move as well. This is an interesting movement from the Bane. I'm not sure what it's supposed to accomplish.
I think right now you just anticipate that there is someone who's going to be TPing in, so you wanna be prepared for this. A 2 versus 1 with a Huskar is always going to favor you, even if there's 2 or 3 TPs coming in. I was kind of questioned. I was like, where's the ward from Jube? Because if you do this, you want to have a ward.
Yeah.
Bottom lane, by the way.
I Annihilate. We'll be able to turn it around, find the kill on the Hansken. Hansken moving down, but setting up his own demise. Back over into mid. Jube has been found by Era. Chessie has the trap as well. Chessie going to try and get in position. They have the damage to take him down before that's going to be close.
He's fine.
Fine. Never was a question, was it?
Nope. Monkey's also getting out. Speaking of being fine top lane. Now bottom, maybe we're going to see some more Avalanche come on. No. Alright, sweet. So yeah, getting Huskard, what a game this is. You gotta feel for the TA, honestly. If you're Chessie in this situation, you don't get to play Dota, and it's extremely frustrating to not play Dota. So yeah, we'll have to see how he comes back in the game. Now it all comes down to some sort of rotations. We didn't see a single smoke yet because they're all saving it. It's about how you enable this Chessie TA, and just looking at the levels, it's absolutely atrocious. Actually, you know what?
By Hansken down at bottom, nothing to follow. Black hole's out, and that's gonna be the kill. Jonas from Fun pulls the trigger on his Jube. Might as well. You're not gonna use that black hole again for a while, so they take that one. Now 2-2, 7 minutes in. I don't think like Chessie, while he hasn't been in the lane, he's been farming pretty efficiently. His tower's not taking damage. Yeah, Huskar's like he's got this 100% free lane, but like Chessie's doing a fairly good job of keeping up.
You're actually totally right. I definitely underestimated this. I was checking the net worth, and it's not as bad as it could be. Meanwhile, Hansken has issues. He's an 8 armor.
Oh,
Naga.
Toss almost enough. He will eventually go down, courtesy of Boris. But Boris, there's nowhere to go. He's chopped on down by the Wraith King himself, Sir Frost.
Wait.
And with 2 heroes down, looks like BSJ, or 2 of his own allies down. BSJ still trying to apply pressure into mid. BSJ, a little life break onto some lane creeps there, but now 3 heroes have rotated over. This is how you want to take the Huskar down. You avoid him, and then move in. Well, that's not what you want to do to the
Never
Huskar,
mind.
as I was just saying. BSJ stays alive. They turn it around. They'll take the Enigma. Now potentially looking for more. Moonlight doing work for these guys over there. I Annihilate in position. They'll find 2 kills. Nice turnaround.
Yeah, this is cool. See, I was pretty sure, you know, you pop your ult top lane to get a solo cannon Bane, so this kind of frees you up to go mid, because no one really expects Enigma to roam mid without a black hole, kind of, right? I mean, you don't. And then you surprise them, but they were kind of ready for it, honestly. Turn it around, and suddenly this Huskar is, yeah, I mean, he's scary as all be.
But, I mean, the idea was correct.
It was, yeah.
He's alone, he's forward in the lane, you're going to move 3 in, you're going to find that kill. Unfortunately, yeah, like Moonlight Shadow just too powerful. He stays alive, they're able to turn it around. That was a nice job by ROOONS.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, you still do this. Meanwhile, bottom lane, Frost pops his skeletons. He also, I think, made a really nice choice on the skill build. Leveling up your skeleton army makes a lot of sense. Water Strike hits a lot harder than what it would be otherwise, and yeah, you put on a lot more pressure on the tower. Now opens up the jungle, and meanwhile, maybe you can even defend top here. Oh.
Yeah, this is going to play out. I Annihilate moving forward. He'll find Hansken. Hansken only level 4, but still not a target that you want to go on just yet. Black Hole, still 30 seconds on cooldown. Move forward. A lot of burst damage coming out. They're under tower. Enigma will go down. I Annihilate. We're looking for the return. He stays alive for now. They're going to turn it on to Hansken, actually. That's a 2 for none. Winter's Curse buying time for Frost. The TP, though. Boris goes down. And with that, Frost, 5 seconds before he's going to have another Wraith Fire blast up. Monkeys, does he have another leap charge? Yeah, he does. That should be Monkeys getting himself out of there.
Yeah, good play all around. Really nice rotation. Slight mistake by Hanskin there. Netting someone who's in the, in the phase of your Enigma, who's already comboing her, really doesn't do a whole lot. Could have used it for securing another kill or something, but still, was kind of alright. Now we're gonna see if those skeletons really are gonna make a difference once again, but good defense mounted already by Team ROOONS, using Moonlight Shadows, which has been scouted out by this excellent ward. So there should be nothing getting out of this. But meanwhile, hello to the Roshan. Because if you have a Husker, might as well take it. There is no one who can contest
Might as
you right
well. BSJ, show us the way. This is going to be a free Roche for ROOONS. And with this, we'd expect them to kind of dial up the aggression on the map. Monkey's getting engaged, pawn in the top lane. Should be going down. One more right click. Got him. Frost not feeling any fear. Still has his reincarnation ready to go.
That was all space, honestly.
And also, Hanskin now has his level 6, so that this is one of the spikes that we're looking for on this Naga Siren. Definitely makes him a much more effective ally.
Yeah, the counterplay potential is massive with the song. The cooldown is still immense. But I mean, you have a black hole. You're all about these big cooldowns. So it's the classic setup. So we'll see. Looks
huge huge combo potential.
Yeah, exactly. Now obviously ROOONS know this. We'll see.
Well on his way to the Desolator on this TA. He should have it here in the next minute and a half. 2 minutes for sure, barring that he doesn't die. So you have to imagine he doesn't want to rotate. This should be at least one tower falling, because TFT shouldn't be making a defense.
Dire are scanning.
Yeah, and it's also interesting just how good Chessie managed to farm up, and this kind of comes down to... Oh, never mind, Era is getting... Oh, the creeps! Alright, never mind, let just feed script the guy, whatever. It was always worth. Creeps obviously blocking the angle here. Bor is finding Jonathan, and mid lane is being also pressured. What is going on here?
What?
What?
What? Bor is found by Jonathan Thon. BSJ moves into mid. Thwarts that pressure. They take the T1 and top. BSJ, he's everywhere.
Why did he walk in there? He was... Am I
don't know.
Alright. We need some investigation here, boys. This is...
We're gonna have to throw it to Zyori after the game.
Oh yeah, we do. Alright, well then. I guess things are weird here in Dota land. Yeah, that was a point, once back in time, but it's whatever. I mean, we have a Huskar with a Sarge here. So let's go tier 2 top, and they're pinging it out, and they're mounting a big defense here. Oh yeah, so this TA farming up quite a bit here. Why? Because no one really contested this jungle, interesting enough. And why is that? Because this Wraith King had a skill build that really enabled him to force people into his lane, because otherwise the tower would have been gone even earlier. So, well played all around. And yeah, that ditch, they're not... Whoa! That was so close. Oh my god.
Hold my breath. Yeah. Era playing a little bit dangerous, a little wild up in top, but distracting here. As there is pressure coming out in the bottom T2, they're trading fairly evenly. BSJ is attacking pretty quick, but his right clicks aren't adding up, and this is going to be a trade T2 for T2.
Yeah, and trained with an Aegis, you take this any day of the week. Fantastic stuff. You get Chessie as the no, sorry, not DD. That would be ridiculous, but a haste rune.
Haste D.
Hasty damage. All right. No, seriously though, this is pretty good. They're working around the Huskar. Huskar is a massive guy, but you need to still force fights with them. And right now, you're just training objectives. You don't really need to defend if you're on the side of TFT. You're outmaneuvering ROOONS just a bit, and obviously, like ROOONS is still much stronger, like fighting. But the movement around the map is pretty good from TFT right now.
If TFT had a courier, they would have a Blink Dagger on this Wraith King right now. And I think if they have the Blink Dagger on Wraith King, they can engage however they want, being that they have all of their big team fight ultimates. Like, that's pretty much a game-changing item. Huge power spike for this Wraith King. He's even going to walk back just to pick this up because they really need it.
Yeah. Smart choice.
They need it. Like, the thing is, as long as he has reincarnation, he can blink and engage. And how do you not follow up with a Black Hole, Song, Winter's Curse? Let's go. How's this going to play?
Yeah, it's going to be really rough to not clump up in any way. But hey, you know, if someone can do it, it's these scrappy fights. Penny jumping in, Husker jumping in, people on the outskirts. We saw Marana by GGG being very good at just playing and weaving in and out. Also, the courier died, so this is why I had to go back to base. Yeah, like one of these inferior mobs that I don't have a courier in the game. And here we go, BSJ, blink first. Now, meanwhile, bottom lane, we have a Marana.
There was support back. They can pull the trigger on this if they want to. Because down in bottom, Chessie actually in an awkward place here.
Everything. Whoa, wait. We're just gonna stay top here for a
what?
second.
What is? Did both teams just? That was weird.
Annihilate might catch someone. Here we go. Do you song for this? You do not song for this. No way. There is no setup. There's no setup.
No cooldowns. Hanskin, king of the jukes.
Awkward.
What? Oh, what?
Awkward.
Frost is there. Frost has the stun. There's nothing to follow. These guys, they don't want to commit into it, I guess. Not with BSJ that close right there. Of course, and Jube as well.
Yeah, thank you very much. Frost saving his buddy there. Fantastic stuff. Okay, cool. So everyone just farming up. I feel like this is... Yeah, I can't help but feel this is favoring TFT, honestly. Yeah. They profit so much from dragging this out. The TA is coming online. She's gonna have a blink in less than 100 gold. This is... Considering the lane she had, this is very impressive, honestly.
I never doubted. Not for a moment, Chessie.
Yeah, alright.
So Blink Dagger's up. This is 2 Blink Daggers. It's just 2, right? Yeah. They just have the 2 Blink Daggers, but then they have the 3 Teamfight Ultimates behind them. I like that they have the tools to fight, but they're still showing the patience here.
Oh yeah, for sure. Now, the kind of annoying part about this is because the game is slowing down so much, we don't really get to see a lot. It's more about strategy, it's more about maneuverability, sending your illusions to scout, which is something Hanskin is doing really well. We're gonna see both teams just struggling a bit until they get big items up. And I personally wonder what this is. Looks like never mind. All right, Boris just...
Let me find Boris. Boris looks like he's gonna hand over a freebie. Jube, is he gonna get engaged upon as well? Look at that damage! Oh my goodness. Halberd does come out onto the TA. Jube? Staying alive for now.
Hello?
Hello?
Yeah.
There we go. Frost finds himself a killing spree. And that all kind of started with Boris just being in no man's land there.
Yeah, I don't even know what that was about, because usually you want to ward for these sort of movement expeditions, I guess, and they didn't at all, so... Yeah, I guess just getting some intel here. BSJ could go for a live break onto Chessie, sees a DD and decides maybe not the smartest choice. And yeah, he would have been proven
Chessie
right.
with DD. Yo, let's make the fight happen right now. Come on, team. Oh, that blink. Spidey senses as I Annihilate had blinked forward looking for that combo. Chessie not going to be caught just yet. And then we'll shove forward. This should be, if they keep on track here. E2 going down, right? No defense will be mounted for this one.
I don't really think you fight into the Halberd Husker. Issue is, you know, just a few more gold, and he's gonna have his BKB ready to go. So it's not getting any easier. But if you weather this BKB timing, then you can kind of just scoot off of this and win the game. The window is shrinking for ROOONS, and they do know this. So far, they're on a good track, taking all the tier 2s. Just, you know, now it's the bottom lane. But how do they break high ground? It's gonna be really hard against all of these ultimates.
Is that what TFT are gonna wait for? Or are they waiting for like an item, something else, where they're gonna then smoke out and try to land this combo?
I feel like they don't need to, because right now the onus is on the side of ROOONS to really, you know, pressure high ground. So if they just chill and farm up, they will always kind of get ahead through time. So I don't think they will. Jonas Fan is really close to his BKB. He just needs 1,000 gold, then he's gonna have it. So he's gonna have it for the next engagement, very likely. There is no major items that I feel like they need to pick up right now before fighting, except those BKBs. And like we can see, Chessie is also that 1,000 gold away. So both of these BKBs are gonna come up at a very reasonable timing. And even Frost, he is much further away, but he can fight.
This is about to happen, right?
This
is about to happen.
This is close. Alright.
Chessie wouldn't blink out. That was a close call. They really baited ROOONS in for the defense here. ROOONS was setting up to push the bottom lane, but with that, TFT kind of setting the pace here.
Yeah, they do. Interesting that they actually committed for this, in the sense that they did. Sure, yeah, they were falling back, but they still showed everyone top. Kinda got off of their like game plan of just defending, and oh, this is really rough. They take full control of the high ground here on their own jungle, and there is nothing they can do on the side of ROOONS. They cannot walk up there. If they walk up there, they're dead. Fantastic ward here as well. They know absolutely everything, and they also know that Jubi just placed the sword, and now they're gonna jump in.
Frost jumps in with the engage. Jubi down to start the fight off. I Annihilate up to the high ground. Finds himself a Naga Siren. But now Jonas Fan goes ahead to drop the ult, but falls as BSJ just pops the BKB and goes to Pound Town all over TFT. Frost held in place and will die for the second time as ROOONS flexed all over them.
They are, I was like, where is that damage? What's happening here? And yeah, speaking of damage, Chessie wasn't down in the bottom lane, taking a tier 3 by himself. So you traded tier 3 for a second Roshan. Not the worst trade at all for ROOONS, I feel like, and they will take this. What can they make happen with this though? They were not the guys who were getting a tier 3 tower, so yeah, that's an interesting interesting trade. I think both teams are kind of happy about this.
So Chessie makes the pub play of just that kind of like split push.
Really
team takes the fight. He gets the tower. I'd say that's definitely worth it. Especially the fact that he doesn't get picked off like on his way out. He continues to farm up the jungle. Chessie making some really smart plays.
He really did, and considering where they were just a minute ago, with a Enigma black holing like an inch next to the Huskar, they gotta be very happy that this CA didn't join the fight, because that fight was over just because of that. And yeah, you know, making something out of a pretty bad situation. And did they see Jubei? Guess they didn't.
Monkeys doing a little dragon hunting down here. Era pulls up for the TP, will drop the Starstorm, and I Annihilate finding another one. BSJ on the front line here in the base. You guys, they're just daring TFT to move in. Try to engage upon me. I am BSG.
BSG? Alright, you're gonna get blamed to oblivion for this.
BS Gangster. Come on.
BS Gangster. Alright.
He has evolved right before our eyes in this matchup. 23 minutes in, he has become BSG.
Dude, what's happening? Look at this. Top lane is getting pushed in, bottom lane has Chessie.
I don't know. It's my mind is blown.
What's going on?
Pushing the top lane here. Is BSJ jumping in deep. Frost? Does he have reincarnate? I can't even click on him. No, he's got it. BSJ low, but he's happy to be low right now if he can just kind of pound onto targets. We'll eventually get kind of kited out and taken on down there. Now Frost porting forward. BSJ is in trouble, right? No,
he's
BKB.
In there.
Jump back in. Jonas Fan has got his own BKB. And the final tribe have to make some interesting calls. Oh, look down to the low ground. That's going to be Jubei. Pulls out the Fiend's Grip, but just ripped apart. BSJ circled around and he stays alive. He's got the regen. Oh, not long enough. Nice little combo comes out as Chessie will drop. Frost trying to focus down onto Boris. Boris, by a little bit of time with that Ghost Scepter, should fall. Yeah, there you go. That was interesting to say the least. Frost actually almost finding I Annihilate there. Now Moonlight Shadow coming out. Are they going to turn this around? They got the combo.
See ya.
That's just the reincarnation.
That was awkward.
They just threw. Oh, no. Still Moonlight Shadow for days.
What up?
There's Monkeys catches him with the arrow. I Annihilate continues to walk his way on out of here. They want I Annihilate. We'll drop back and settle for Monkeys forever. Monkeys?
Well.
Leaps within range of the tower. Still will go down. I don't know how many kills that was, but that was pretty crazy.
Let's just settle for a lot, actually. Wait a second. So buybacks we have Era and Sahanskin bought back, and no one else. Interesting. Felt like a lot more buybacks, but I guess that was wrong. Bad news for ROOONS though. Their base is not looking too hot at all. Range Strike's half HP on the top lane. Bottom lane, same story basically. And there is no more tier 3s. Ay.
It was really interesting the way that TFT accomplished that as well. Both times, just having someone forward in lane, reading the obvious push coming out of ROOONS, and it's just one person doing that by themselves.
Yeah, and this exposes so much right now. We've seen Chessie and Jonathan being super active all around the map, just pushing in waves all the time. And if you win one fight, then it's gonna be double Rex. So ROOONS are, I mean, yeah, they're up 3k gold, but seriously, I think they're slightly behind in the game right now. And this Husker needs to do a lot of things right now. And last fight, we saw that he's very much mortal.
Yeah, as long as they could kite him out, they deal with him just fine. And they have a lot of ways to do that. But he's still strong enough to make some seriously aggressive plays. Also, BSJ does have buyback right now, if they are able to take him down. Jude engaged upon and just popped. Winter's Curse.
That's bad.
Just gonna hold him in place. Like, alright, we're gonna follow up on this, but the arrow is there. Onto Frost. BKB from BSJ. He'll stand his ground, just start to take this Wraith King down. Reincarnate comes on through. It's going to be the cheese. BSJ stays alive as Boris tries to get onto the back lines here. BSJ eventually going to go down? No! He's actually strong enough. They'll move forward. They're going to get Hanskin as well.
Alright.
He still had a Song of the Siren. Like, they could have bailed with that.
It definitely feels like it, right? Huh. I mean, actually, considering that Frost was down, that was the point where this was over. Like, you cannot really salvage too much. Might as well save it, because the next engagement, so here's how this works, in my opinion at least. So Frost was down. If you go and blow the song, then you're out of absolutely everything once you respawn, because the cooldown is still too long. It's still a level 1 song, so not using it I think is definitely the correct choice here.
Okay.
What is this though?
This is ROOONS DotA.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you know, I'm a European, so I'm not used to this weird.
This is just the spicy. I mean, just smoking up to the high ground.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, just
really,
there.
you're just looking for a key target.
Yeah. Great stuff. 10 out of 10.
It was nice because basically the respawns were coming through. So if you find someone, that's like the beginning of just chain dying, just chain killing people down, which is like one of the most effective ways to close out a game at this point.
Mm-hmm.
Monkey says Mjolnir complete, building into his own BKB. That'd be a pretty nice power spike for this Mirana.
Invisibility.
What other items do we have? Wow, Wraith King is actually getting so fat.
MKB next.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
And looks like Jonas and Fawn going for the Lincolns next himself. He's just gonna walk down. He's gonna find Monkeys. Monkeys throws the arrow. Connects on the Boars, but has he baited himself in? Reincarnate? He's coming up anyway. Let's round. Is a nice try, Monkeys. Not enough.
So that was odd. I mean, he had 2 leaps. You know he has 2 leaps. You have a net Siren coming in. I don't think you need to hold there, but you know, it's whatever. Basically, they know if they just prolong the game, they're gonna win. Yeah, it's whatever.
It's whatever. It feels like, yeah, it's something that they could have definitely held on to. I think it's almost like borderline more questionable that Monkeys tried to make that play in the first place.
Oh yeah, for sure. I mean, what do you accomplish getting a 40-second reincarnation out of a Wraith King? Okay, not quite. It would have been okay. You know, it would have been 120. That's fine then.
Annihilate's still up in the top jungle. Has TP whenever he wants, but he's going to wait until he's absolutely forced to use it. And it looks like TFT will go ahead and drop back here. They're not going to really press the issue too much.
Yeah, just pushes people back. Porting back Jonas and Fawn makes sense. Without a black hole, he's not quite the same hero.
Useless!
No, really not actually, but yeah, you know. If you want to port back someone, you do the Enigma without a hole.
Do they have the angle to get onto I Annihilate? If he hangs around for like just a second longer, they would have the angle, but...
I mean, he's not a fast guy. He's a rock after all, but you know, Blink Dagger really helps. DD though in the riverbed and a Roshan who is about to respawn. 26 seconds.
There is a gem now. Well, it was on I Annihilate. Now over to Jube. Well, that'll be nice for these guys to get a little bit of control of the map here. Especially as they look to just abuse Moonlight Shadow. They're going to get the traps cleared out as well, so that's super value.
And look at the warning coming out from the side of TFT. They warded the whole jungle, the whole bottom part of the jungle, the base. They are so ready. If they get one good engagement, they're just going to take absolutely everything from ROOONS. So. Yeah. ROOONS playing a smart.
That's like, this looks like the webs of Broodmother strung really together, how you do like a line with these words that they put together.
Vision. Who is up very far? Oh, Frost. He's not the guy you want to go on though. He breaks the smoke and they're like,
back up here. Arrow doesn't connect either.
Oh no.
Jumps in. Give me the black
hole.
No. Give me the
1 second. There you go.
Black hole over them. They got 3. Where's the follow-up damage? It's there. BSJ dropped into the dirt as the Finals tribe finally land their combo. Monkeys will be able to leap himself on out of that one. I Annihilate shows up about 3 minutes late to the party. He'll be able to clear a wave and then get himself back. They finally got the Naga Siren set up.
Yeah, that was beautiful. It took them 30 minutes and they finally got it. And oh my god. Alright then. That was rough stuff here, honestly.
Worth.
It was very much worth. So now there is no question who's ahead in this game. The gold lead, yeah, it might be on the side of ROOONS. Everything else, like, if DotA Plus would be on, and it's not because I don't have DotA Plus, I'm a pleb, it would have been like 70% at least. Easy peasy.
Easy peasy. Frost jumps forward, chunking through Monkeys here. Monkeys.
What's the crit? There you
go. Have a lead. Oh, got it right at the end, but the crit comes on through. Now you got the kill. Monkeys, no buyback. What were you doing, my man?
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
I mean, that's an MKB Echo Saber Wraith King, you know, he kinda does hurt after all.
Just a little bit.
Yeah.
Radiant's middle tower.
That was like 30% of Monkey's health on that last crit that came through.
Radiant's top shrine is under attack.
Awkward stuff here.
So, good guys, TFT will not end the game. They'll just move back, take some jungle, take a top shrine for their troubles. They have P3's down in bot and top, so this push is going to be pretty easy for them. I guess they're just waiting for a couple of their cooldowns. It's 40 seconds for Black Hole, and Song of the Siren will be coming up right now.
Yeah, you just reset, wait for your cooldowns. Now you're going to be incredibly strong. Pushing without it just doesn't sound like a good idea right now. They have a game in the bag. Close it out, you know, make sure that you don't overplay, and that's it. And especially watching these guys at like the GSC events last year or throughout the qualifiers, they were always really close to qualifying, always very close to like making it deep into a minor, but they just couldn't close out games. And you could always say, look, they qualified already for the playoffs of this event of WSOE, but now they really want to make sure that they, you know, they play it safe, they learn from the mistakes, slight roster adjustments. It's not the same final tribe that we saw last year. They're much more composed.
Yeah, I would agree. What do you think the reasoning is that they were struggling to close out games, as you kind of mentioned as one of the weaknesses?
I mean, it's hard to point fingers because it didn't really feel like something individual that you can pinpoint. To me, what really helped is Error on the 5 position for sure. He has much more understanding of the game. He's much less pressure to you know, last hit and everything. He can really take on. Excuse me. He can really take control of his own team and make sure that, you know, he captains them in the correct way.
Aegis on Chessie, Cheese on Frost.
And dead on
Everybody
BSJ.
smoked up. Frost jumps in. He'll find the engage. BSJ is the target. And Song's going to disrupt. They're going to look to get deeper into the backlines. They want a black hole. They got it on 2 just from the edge there. Monkeys and BSJ ripped on down. And Frost, he'll eat himself a little bit of cheddar cheese and stay quite healthy on through this fight. This looks like it's going to be GG, ladies and gentlemen. Has not been called. I'm just guessing.
It doesn't look too good, yeah, I would agree.
It doesn't look too good at all.
No, there's
ROOONS
some
on life
Euro DotA.
support here. Look at Annihilate going to single-handedly jump in 1 versus 5. Oh, he's dead. Okay.
Iroh was a good game. It was fun. I liked it. I think.
Didn't even get to use the refresher shard. That's messed up.
Oh no. That's kind of awkward. Yeah, good game actually. Very impressive start from the BSJ Huskar. But you gotta hand it to TFT how they played around this. They knew this Huskar was absolutely unkillable. He was a raid boss. He did not die in the slightest. They tried to gank him once. They were like, okay, this is really not a good idea. Now what do? Well, we have a plan B. We play all the other lanes. We shove him in. I mean, funnily enough, we saw the top and the bottom tier 3 being taken, and mid, you know, no one did anything mid because that was this Huskar sitting, and you were just like rotating around him. You did not touch him, and I mean, a hell of a lot of sense to me.
I think that was really cool. I mean, it was nicely played, obviously, by the final tribe. But part of that just feels like they had such large teamfight abilities that it allowed them to kind of sit there as 4 and feel comfortable with one shoving the other lanes. Well, whatever the case, though, congrats to Final Tribe finding another victory.
Yeah, and they are now 3-0. They were confirmed first place, obviously, before, but they are double confirmed first place now.
Double confirm.
Double confirm. Efficiency is right here. And looking at the other stream, spoiler alert, it looks like Serenity is doing quite well against Alliance. The game is not over yet, but if you have a Chen and a Crystal Maiden in your team and you're down 10k gold in 30 minutes, you know it doesn't really look too hard. So we should be getting into our next game with the Happy Guys against PayNext very soon. Happy Guys, crazily enough, they are confirmed first place in the other group. PayNext, they are out. So another one of those games.